It has been officially 1 year since Rest in Bass by Che dropped, and this is one of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, you got songs like Black Swan, Dior Leopard, Hellraiser, Bass, Marceline. Like, I could go on and on for track. Like, this album's amazing. I remember when this first dropped, though, everybody was comparing it to Whole Lotta Red, and they were saying it's a direct copy. Now, a whole year later, everybody loves the album, and they are saying it's a cult classic. But when Che decided to do his own thing and have his own aesthetic, now the whole underground is doing their whole aesthetic. Rest in Bass is one of the most influential albums in underground history. And I want to talk about a couple things about Rest in Bass. First of all, the appreciation around Rest in Bass. Like, once people stopped actually just saying, oh, it's a Whole Lotta Red gimmick, they dived in further into deeper tracks by Che, like Marceline, Bass, Dior Leopard, and this became one of the more popular songs in the album. And Che used his bass god mentality with his older melodic style from like Say So Says and closed captions. And we also got the performance, energy, and the rollout in general. So we had the 42 CEO, he handed what was it, like an iPod or something, I think, to 42 CEO.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god! He said to me, oh my god, I can't breathe. I have to this message. He said, 242, my twin, how are you living? Meeting you at Summer Smash was wholesome for me. You a pretty cool cat. I wanted you to personally be one of the first to hear my album. Don't leak it, LMAO. Hope you enjoy listening as much as I did making it. From Bass Killer! Yeah! Oh my god, I want to end stream right now just to listen to it. Oh my god, no, I literally want to end stream right now just to listen to it. Bro, bro, look, you guys are literally right here. Oh my god.
He performed Mannequin before it came out at, it was either Summer Smash, Summer Smash, with Xavier So Bass, and that hit, bro. And once people got to Mannequin on the album, including me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a hit. And that did become a hit. It was the biggest song on the album. And you also had the two covers. Like, I mean, the cover to Rest in Bass is absolutely insane. But the old one was so much better. If you saw the old one, you would know that that cover is much better than the new one. And also, there was these weird intro videos. And if you don't remember, Rest in Bass got delayed. But the hype around Rest in Bass was amazing. And early Rest in Bass was one of Che's best eras. Not eras. I'm tweaking. And Rest in Bass would also gain huge momentum after Che dropped the Rest in Bass Encore / Deluxe on Christmas of last 2025. And yeah, that he dived further into the bass god persona, still trying more grungier, more distorted sounds, but that also shaped Rest in Bass as a whole. You have the first project, which is more melodic, and you still have those abrasive energy songs, but then you also have Encore, where other fans wouldn't see, like, the high energy songs like Cutthroat, Make Out With My Choppa, Dirty Sprite. And with those two, Rest in Bass V1, like not V1, but the first Rest in Bass and Encore combined for 132 million streams, which is absolutely huge for an underground artist, which now people don't even consider Che as underground anymore. He was supposed to tour with Ken Carson on the More Chaos tour, but that didn't end up happening. Fuck you, Ken Carson. I'm sorry, Ken Carson, that was disrespectful. Next, I want to talk about how Rest in Bass shaped the underground. Pre-Che, like before mid-2025, we didn't have... most of the artists then would just, like, bite Ken Carson, Osama Sun, and these other dark, grungier artists, even Cardi. Like, they wouldn't have an aesthetic. They would just be dark and mysterious. But then Che, after Rest in Bass, he had this whole rollout, this whole aesthetic, this whole experience. And he proved that you can still dive into distortion and create a good album. And then we saw artists like Blood and Too Slimy come up. They became popular after Rest in Bass dropped, which goes to prove that Rest in Bass did help shape the underground to what it is today, now in mid-2026. And with Rest in Bass dropping, this proved that there's a cycle of all underground albums. First, there's this people calling the album noise pollution and ass at first. But then after they come back and re-listen to it and everybody likes it now, they trend hop. They basically LARP the album and say it's their favorite thing. This hate to hype cycle is becoming more prominent in the underground, and I wish we could stay away from it, but this is again what Rest in Bass proved. Lastly, I want to say that Rest in Bass was a pivotal movement in Che's career, and it was definitely a turning point for him, and he turned into a mainstream contender. I mean, he had Osama-san, Xavier So Bass, Chucky on the album. Then he went on to collab with Netspend on other songs, like Medicine Tastes Like Shit. But he also got the Pitchfork Best New Music tag, and actually other critics loved Rest in Bass. Like, you wouldn't see the critics that called Cardi's music trash, but they also liked Che's music, which was weird, but also good. And Che is now almost mainstream in rap. And that's all I pretty much wanted to talk about. Rest in Bass was one of the most influential and best albums. Like, that's top 3 albums for me. Take a shroom, now I'm on the moon.